I'm still feeling a little buzzed. Yeah, I turned 23 recently. I'm still feeling a little cockeyed. But I'm sporting a brand new hat and a brand new t-shirt that I actually got a compliment on today. If you can't see it, you probably can't. It's a Modern Warfare 2 t-shirt that I asked for my birthday. And I got it, which is a surprise to me because I didn't expect to get it. And I also got the hat. Didn't expect to get that either, but I got it. And here with me are 3 pages. Now, Vincey Halo, last episode you were a bit of a schmuck because you left an entire page of just one question. But this week, you're better, right? You're better, okay? You don't only have one question sitting all by itself. You got about 6 or 7 questions. So, better usage of paper, Vincey Halo. So, you shouldn't feel as guilty this week. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Question number 1. The very first question I asked is a 23-year-old. Is from Aratashi. But first of all, hold on. I remember Aratashi is the one who sent me this idea. Here with me for this special episode, the very first episode of the brand new season, I guess you can call it, of Kenny Answers, because I'm 23 now, so I gotta kick it up a notch. So here with me is the biggest schmuck I've ever met in my life. Here is my brother. You could just call him S.
Yo.
Yo. That's how you introduce yourself. This is the biggest show on the internet, the best show in the history of forever, and you say, yo. That's how you introduce yourself? Do it again.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm Nick. Hey. Yo. Put some enthusiasm into it. Get your ass off camera. And next time when I introduce you better have a proper introduction. Alright? So, let's forget that ever happened. He'll come into the show for the first time later. So without further ado, question number 1 from Aratashi. What do you think of the new Aliens vs. Predator game? Gotta be honest with you, this caught me off guard because I haven't really been following games lately because there have been no games that I'm interested in. So, in regards to a new AVP game, I haven't seen any of it, but I suppose it's not bad because Alien vs. Predator, it's kind of like a kind of thing, you know? It's like a very widely, critically acclaimed little series going on, you know? Aliens vs. Predator. So yeah, I think it's probably cool, even though I haven't, whatever. Question number 2. If you had to choose, if you had to choose between getting thrown off the Empire State Building by King Kong or eaten by Godzilla, which would you choose? It's a tough one. That's a tough one, Aratashi. Thrown off the Empire State Building by King Kong or eaten by Godzilla. You know what? I'd get thrown off the Empire State Building by King Kong. Why? It'd be a fast death. You know what I mean? If I was eaten by Godzilla, I'd be chomped on. You know, I'd be like laying down on his tongue, and each time his mouth closed like that, I'd get another limb chopped off of mine, so that'd be pretty damn painful. And then when he swallowed me, I might not be fully dead, so I could be going down his throat and down his esophagus into his stomach, and oh god, this stuff is gross. Ugh. So I would rather just suffer a quick death. You know what I mean? So I'd get thrown off the Empire State Building by King Kong. Aratashi, I'll let your questions deal with death. Yeah, right there, buddy. Number 3 from Aratashi. Would you prefer superpowers or a bowl of soup that refills itself consistently? If superpowers, what kind of superpower would you want and why? And if soup, what kind of soup and why that soup and what is the country that soup originated from? Whoa. Tongue twister. I have superpowers! Who the hell would take a bowl of soup? Ooh, I like this chicken noodle soup. Let me get some more. Yeah. Come on, Aratashi, I'd take superpowers. What superpowers would I get? I would fly. I've always wondered what it would be like to be able to fly consistently. I would fly across the world! And last question this week for Aratashi. If you were not you and you were someone else in the world, and you were watching your reviews, what would you think of them? I've gone over this a couple of times, but I'll answer this question because I'm a good guy. If I was somebody else watching my videos, I think to myself, what a little he wastes everybody else's time. He's got like 400 subscribers. People waste their time watching his videos, and there are other people out there. I think they suck. Yeah, I think my videos suck, but I'm not the one that has to be impressed by them. I'm not the one being entertained by them. You people are. And because of you guys, I have these questions, and because of these questions, we have a Kenny Answers episode. So, I think it all works out in the end. The next question is from Thomas Memory Central. I like it. He's returning. Did you ever regret anything in your life? I kind of regretted pulling my tape out of a crappy VCR and breaking the tape. Wow. Never buying any stuff from the game stores that are gone now, back in my childhood days. Oh, wow. Thomas, you should feel bad about that. You s***. And ripping certain papers or even getting caught recently for a thing that I want to punch myself in the face for. Okay, I'm kind of afraid to ask, but what the hell were you doing? Ripping certain papers. What papers? I rip papers all the time. Just rip that one. Did I regret to do something in my life? Yes. Yes, I do regret something in my life. As you recall, an episode or two back, I talked about the time that I got WCW NWO Revenge, and basically gave my mother a heart attack because she couldn't contact us because I had the music blasting. Couldn't even hear myself think, but I was in a fantastic world. So I regret that to this day. I also regret leaving my dog at home when she was young. Funny story. My dog was when we got my dog, she was around 8 weeks old, so about 2 months old. About a month later, my parents are out food shopping. It's lightning. It's raining out. It's the scene of a perfect movie, like like the final showdown when everything's like dark and raining and thundery and lightning. And since I was young at that time, I was probably around, I don't know, 12 years old maybe. I was scared. So what did I do? Since I knew my mother had her cell phone on, I called it. And I'm like, Mommy, I was so scared. The house feels like it's gonna collapse. Oh my God, please pick me up. I am so scared. And she's like, okay, Kenny. Okay, I'll be there in a little while. Bye. And then my dog, she was very young at the time. She was probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 months old. And she was in the kitchen, and she was behind this little gate, so she couldn't get out of the kitchen. And then when my mother rang the doorbell, I just jetted. I jetted out. I jetted past the kitchen, and then I could hear my dog barking like crazy, as if to say, "Hey, I'm scared too. Let me out." And I felt extremely bad for her, and I still feel bad to this day for doing that to my dog. But what can I do? The deed is done. So yes, those are 2 things I regret in my life. Thanks for bringing that up, Thomas. Next question is from Bradley Smith, 1996. I recognize that name, so thank you. Best and worst Friday the 13th. Well, I can tell you the worst. It's the one that came out in 2009. That was bad. In regards to that, I can't name one best one. The rest of them were pretty good. Some a little corny, but for the most part, they've been pretty good. From Scapefin. This is for Kenny Answers. This is for Scapefin. Number 1, what is the worst movie you've ever seen? Wow. Let's see. I'm going to get a lot, and I mean I'm going to get a lot of hatred for this. But I thought The Departed was one of the most boring movies I've ever seen in my life. Now, don't get me wrong. Oh my God, I love the casting of the movie. Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon, what's his name? Charlie Sheen's father, Martin Sheen, Alec Baldwin, Leonardo DiCaprio. What?
I said Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I said Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, no, but I was saying it before you said it. By the way, I'm not a fucking co-op.
He's not a fucking co-op. Alright? Now, don't get me wrong, I think the cast of the movie was fantastic. But, and I have watched this movie like 10 times now. I still don't understand it. I still think it's so boring, but it looks fantastic. It looks amazing. But I just could never get into it. So yeah, I'm probably going to get a lot of hatred for that, but The Departed was a very boring movie. And another bad movie, my guest reviewed it in the past, Zombie Honeymoon. That movie was laughably bad, and somehow it got good reviews. I mean, I know about opinions and everything, but really, that's like saying, yo, give me a bad movie.
Oh God, I don't know. I can't think of one.
That's like saying I can't think of one was better than Titanic. It's like saying Zombie Honeymoon's got good reviews. Wow.
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas! How the hell did I forget about that one? Thank you very much. This guy's a good guest. He's a schmuck, but he's a good guest. That's like saying Black Christmas was better than... What's a really good movie that people talk about a lot?
Transformers.
Transformers. Never seen it, don't care for it, but apparently people like it. So that's like saying Bad Christmas was... No, Black Christmas was better than Transformers.
Bad Christmas. That's sort of what should have been called, right?
Absolutely.